Hi guys, welcome to the Pepcoding. In this video, we are going to solve max product of three numbers. So in this question, we have given an array having some numbers, and we need to find the maximum product by using three numbers. This means if we product that three numbers, we will get the maximum product in the array. So let's see. Let's say we have an array like this: 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 3, 6. Let's say this is an array. Now we need the maximum product of three numbers. So the maximum product of three numbers will be the three maximum numbers if we multiply them. This means the three numbers, maximum three numbers are: first is 8, second is 7, third is 6 in this array. First, second and third. So among these, if we multiply these three numbers, we will get 7 8 56 into 6, that is 336. So in this array, if we multiply the maximum three numbers, we will get the maximum product in the array. Let's take another number. If we are taking 8 into 5 into 7, this will give us 8 5 is 40 into 7, that is 280, which is smaller than 336. This means our concept is clear. The approach is, if we multiply the three maximum numbers, we will get the maximum product in the element in the array. Now let's take another example. Let's say we have this as minus and this is also minus. Now this time the maximum product is, the three numbers are, the max three numbers are, first is 6, second is 5, third is 4. If we multiply this, we will get 4 5 is 20 into 6, that is 120. We will get 120. Is this the maximum product in this array of three numbers? If we see these two values, these are the minus, these are in negative. But if we multiply these two values, minus 8 and minus 7, we will get positive 56. This 56 in positive. If we multiply two negative numbers, we will get a positive number. So if now we will multiply the maximum number with this, the maximum number is 6. What we will get is, we will get 336 as the maximum element. But as the earlier approach, we have just used three maximum numbers and product them. But what if the array contains negative integers? This means we need to find two minimum numbers. Here, these are the two minimum numbers. These two minimum numbers, if we multiply them, we can get a value which is positive. And if we multiply that with the maximum number, the first max number, we will get the result of the maximum product of the array. Now let's take another example. Let's say this is, instead of minus 7 and minus 8, this is only have minus 8, that is only one number which is in negative. Now the two smallest numbers are minus 8 and 1, and then 7. Or instead of this, we can also take minus 8 and two maximum numbers, that is 7 into 6. But if we multiply this, we will get a negative number, which can't be the maximum number in the array. Because if we multiply the three maximum number, that is 7 into 5 into 6, we will get a positive number. So positive is always greater than negative. This means we need to find the two smallest number which will be in the negative form. But all the two minimum numbers which are in negative cannot give the max product of the array. How? Let's take another example. Let's say this is also 1 minus 1. Now this time the two minimum are -8 and -1. The maximum number is 7. Now this minus and -1 will give us positive 8 into 7, which is 56. And we have the product of 7 into 5 into 6. This will give us the result which is greater than 56. How? Here 7 5 ja 35 into 6. This will be 210. So this means not every time we will multiply the two smallest number which are in negative with the maximum number. We can't get the max product every time. So we need to find the max between these two things. These two things are the max of what? Max of first min into second min and the first maximum value. If this is the maximum value, we will get this. Else we need to check the maximum is f max into second max into third max. So our answer will be the maximum of these two values, value 1 and value 2. Now let's take an example and see this approach, how will we convert that approach in the code. We'll see that. Let's take another array. Now the elements are 2 3 -1 5 4 9 8. Now we have these numbers. We need to find the first min, the second min, and we need to find the first max, second max, and the third max. Now we will iterate to the array one by one and we will update the min values and the max values. Initially this is, we need to find the max, we need to find the min, so I am going to take it positive infinity. Here this will be negative infinity. Now I am going to iterate to the array. Now the first element is 2. So first we will check, is 2 smaller than first min? Here 2 is smaller than first min. So this means we need to update this first min. Now the first min is 2, but the second min is still positive infinity. Now it will check for the first max. Is 2 greater than minus infinity? Yes, it is. So first max will be updated by 2 and these second max and third max are in negative infinity. Now we are at the second element of the array. Now the second element is 3. So here first it will check, is my first min is smaller than 3? So this is true. We need to check, is this element is smaller than first min? So this is false. Now it will check for the second min, is 3 is smaller than positive infinity? Yes, it is. So we will update the second min by 3. So first minimum value is 2 till now. The second minimum value is 3. Now we are at first max. So here 3 is greater than first max. So we need to update the first max. But if we update it directly, we will lose the 2 as the second max, because at this time this 2 will be the second max in the array. So this means we need to update the second max first by first max. But what if this second max also have some value, like let's say this is 1? So this means we need to update the third max first by the value of second max. We will see it in the next element maybe, or in the, yes, we will be see this in the next element. So now we need to update the second max. Second max is updated by first max, that is 2. This time first max will be updated by 3. We have iterated to the two elements of the array, and we have two min values. The first min is 2, second min is 3 till now, and two max values. The first max is 3, the second max is 2. Now we are at -1. Here -1 is smaller than first min. This means the 2 is the second min. Here first min is the -1. So we need to update the first min. So before updating it, we need to update the second min, because this time second min will be 2. So this 2 will go to the second min, and 3 will be updated by 2 in the second min, and now the first min will update by -1. Now we will check for the first max. -1 is not greater than first max. Now we will check for the second max. -1 is not greater than second max. Now we will check for the third max. Here -1 is greater than -infinity. So we need to update this third max by -1. Now we are at 5. We are at 5. It will check, is my first min, is 5 is smaller than the first min? No, it is not. Is 5 smaller than second min? No, it is not. This means this will be same as it is this time, and now the first max is 5 is greater than the first max. This means we need to update the first max, but before that we need to update the second max as 3, and we need to update the third max as 2. This means the third max will updated by second max, that is 2. The second max will updated by first max, that is 3, and the first max will be updated by 5. So we need to check if array at I is less than fmin. We need to update the second min by fmin, that is first min, and then update the first min by array at I. This is the first thing to find the first min and the second min. Now else, if array at I is smaller than second min, this means we need to only update the second min by array at I. This is the case for finding the min. Now we are at 5. The 5 is done. We are at 4. So it will check for this condition, is array at I less than fmin. Here fmin is -1, so this will be false. Now it will check else, is array at I smaller than second min? No, it is not true, so this will be false. Now it will check for the first max. Is 4 greater than first max? No, it is not. Now it will check for the second max. Is 4 greater than the second max? Yes, it is. This means we need to update the second max by 4. And before that we need to update the third max. So third max will be updated by second max, that is 3. Second max will be updated by 4. So the condition is, if array at I is greater than f max, or we can say equal to, there can be possibility that the numbers are repeating. Now this time we need to update the third max first by second max, then second max will be updated by first max, and then first max will be updated by array at I. As if we need to check for the second max, we need to check for the second max. Second max was array at I is greater than or equal to second max. This means we need to update the third max first by second max, and then second max will be updated by array at I. Else, if array at I is greater than third max, this means we just need to update the third max value by array at I. So these are the condition. While we are iterating to the array, we need to write this condition, and at the end we need to find the max of the two values. The values were max of first min, second min into first max, or first max into second max into third max. We need to return that maximum value. Now 4 is done. Now we are at 9. 9 is not smaller than first min, 9 is not smaller than second min, so this condition will be false. Now 9 is greater than first max, so we need to update the third max by second max first. So this means 3 will be updated by 4 of the third max, and the second max will be first max. So instead of 4, this will be 5 now, and now the first max is this value, that is 9. And now we are at 8. Is 8 less than first min? First min is -1. No, it is not. Is 8 less than second min? No, it is not. Now, is 8 greater than first max? No. Is 8 greater than second max? This means this condition. Yes, 8 is greater than 5. So we need to update the third max first by second max. So third max will be updated by 5, and second max will be now 8. In the next, all the elements are used. Now we have the first max, second max, third max, and first min, second min. So first min is -1, second min is 2, and the first max is 9. So we need to check the maximum between these things, and this is 9 into 8 into 5. So here we can see this will give us negative value. Obviously this value is the max product, which is 9 into 40, that is 360. So this is the pseudocode. Let's write the code. Now what we need is first min with the infinity, that is 10 to the power 9. Second min also 10 to the power 9, that is 109. Now we need first max, so first max will be in negative 109. Second max is S max also negative. Third max is also negative. Now we just need to iterate to the array. I is less than array dot size I plus plus. Now we need to check the first min and the second min. If array at I is smaller than or equal to the first min, so we need to update the second min first by first min, then first min will be updated by array at I. As if array at I is smaller than second min, this means second min will be updated by array at I. Now this will give us this condition. Will update the first minimum value, and this will be update the second minimum value, and it will also update second minimum also. Now we need to find the max. So for the max, we need to check, is array at I greater than equal to first max? If it is true, we need to update the third max first by second max. Second max will be updated by first max. First max will be updated by array at I. As if array at I is greater than or equal to second max. S max. Second max. This time third max will be updated by second max, and second max will be updated by array at I. Else if array at I is greater than the third max, this means third max will be array at I. So these are the condition for the first max, second max, and the third max updation. And now we need the values to compare. Value 1 is first min into second min into the first max value. Value 2 is first max into second max into third maximum value. Now at the end we need to return the max of value 1 comma value 2. This will give us the max product. So let's run this code. And it is taking time. Log out and now log in again. Now let's run this code. So code is running and let's submit this. So all the test cases are also passed. So hope you understand the code and the approach. We will see you in the next video. Thank you.